Welcome back to your Vantage. I want to be playing Farming Simulator 22. Now, in today's video, you may be asking, why am I at the animal farm with one of the Landinis? Well, it's because we're going to be expanding upon our animal empire, not our wardrobe, our animal empire. So, in today's video, I'm going to be adding on to our sheep by adding in our sheep pen, just like this one. And then we're going to be adding a new animal. But we're also going to be getting cows. Now, the unique thing about this barn here is that it holds 70 cows like the large one, but it has a feeding robot, so this way I don't need to deal with making total mixed ration, which is what cows eat, or with hay. I don't need to deal with anything other than giving them the supplies that they need to actually make total mixed ration. So overlaps with our object. So we do that. Now we have a... Oh god, that's laggy. Oh my. Okay, well, we'll need to do a little bit of terraforming. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. There's just a bit of terraforming. It's gonna need to go into that. Okay, and then we have our sheep pen, which we're going to do the exact same one. With sheep, we're going to do basically exactly what we did in last video of sheep, so I don't really need to explain that out. So if we place that, now we have that. I'll fix this up in a moment. I don't know why this isn't opening. Did I get scammed? Who knows? But so I'll fix this up off camera. But so we do need some equipment, obviously. So we have our Landini here just for general work. But for cows, we're going to be needing a slurry tank. And we're going to be using the same trailer that we used for this, just this one is for slurry. The same one that we used for greenhouse. And we'll get a decal for slurry just in this way we don't confuse it with milk. And then, like I said earlier, we do need a milk trailer, so we're going to use the exact same one. This one we're going to get with decal. There you go. Now you have those two. And I believe that's it for that stuff. Now I want to get a bale loader. And I want to get this one, so this way we can do square bales. Now the reason why I'm getting that is because we'll need to get a whole ton of bales. And also, you may have noticed I had over 1 million. That's from only 4 years of harvesting in-game, which is a lot from just that little time. I believe that is it for what we need other than buying bales. So, we get, let's just say, 2 of those grass bales just because we'll need that. And we'll also need silage bales for cows. And we will need hay, or well, straw. And then we need total mixed ration, which is inside of pallets. Total mixed ration. No, mineral field, I cannot speak. And then I also do want to get one last thing. I want to get another truck, so I don't need to swap between trucks. And then we'll also get another trailer. Same exact one. Okay. I'll fix up whatever will happen here. This disaster. I'll paint this up, make it all look all pretty. And then I'll also transport the vehicles. But I'll be back once I'm done with that. So see you soon. Okay, so as you remember in the last episode, I was going on about maybe getting the other spinnery. I've run into a bottleneck at our spinnery back at our actual farm, so we'll be buying this. So we'll be putting in wool or cotton, depending on which. It just gives us something else to make clothes, just because we are getting bottlenecked there with cotton, which also means that we need to get a cotton trailer. So we'll get this one. This one will hold 1 bale. That should be good for now. Okay, and then I believe, oh yeah, that's right, we do need to get another skip loader, so get our power fork, and then I don't want to get the skip loader that we have, I want to get this one, because this one is more horsepower, and also it's heavier, but it goes slower, so it's a cost for better skip loader, and also it works better with animals. But so I'll get all of this over to where it needs to go. And now, I'll see you in a second. See ya! Okay, so as you see, I remodeled it. Made it look nice, not how it was. But you may be wondering, why is there a non-grass patch here? Well, that's because, while remodeling it, I thought of chickens. Which chickens, you can feed them with grain, or you can just feed them with chicken food, which is what we're going to be doing. So I'll go get the chicken food off camera, only because it's basically going to be how, like with the sheep, then I'll also fix with detailing and stuff around it, make it look a bit nicer, fill it in with grass. But, so I do some videos of the robot going around, and so I'll show them right here, and so I want you to check them out. So see you in a little bit. So the next stage for our animals, I'll start with chickens, is, well, for chickens, they're super cheap. Roosters, they don't do anything. But the next stage is actually buying our animals after getting their feed and all. So chickens, we could buy 0 months or fully grown. We're going to buy fully grown just because they're cheap, and there's 360 need to be filled, it will take forever. But I'll get 5 roosters. These don't actually make eggs, but they sell for a higher price, and then also just to add some diversity. Then I'll buy 10 chickens. Now I have these guys. Look at that little dude. Then for our cows, our trigger is over here. Now, so for cows, there's 4 different types of cows. 2 of them only don't actually produce milk, they only produce slurry, but they sell for a high price. And then 2 of them produce milk and produce slurry, but they don't sell for as high of a price. So the brown Swiss and the Holstein are the ones that produce milk and slurry. The Angus and the Limousin are the ones that they just sell for a high price. But the difference between these guys is that they do the exact same thing. Just the Holstein, they eat less food, so we're going to be getting these. And I'm going to be getting 5. So they'll have their stuff to do in terms of eating. And then once they're all grown up, they'll start to breed and breed together. Then, finally, we have our sheep, which we're going to get the exact same ones that we have in our other pen, just because they're the best. And this, we're just going to get adults just this way. There, they'll do whatever, produce wool. But so chickens, what they'll do is that they'll produce eggs, leave them here, then we can do that. But for cows, they'll produce slurry and milk. I believe that this is, what is this? No, it doesn't say. I believe that this is This is Slurry. So this is where the Slurry comes out. Slurry doesn't sell for actually a whole lot. It's just kind of something that's added with them. So might as well take advantage of it. And also that I won't get annoying error messages that there's no space for it. And here's where the milk comes. This is where the actual money gets made from them. So milk can be actually sent on into another production chain, just like Slurry, but Slurry goes to the BTA and that's super expensive to get. Here's our little cows. Or not so little. Here they are. Fake boys. But, so milk can go to the dairy, but the dairy can then produce butter and two other things I would need to double check. Where is dairy? Produces cheese, butter, or chocolate. Chocolate, you need sugar, so we won't be doing that. But there is, in fact, a dairy over on the map. So it is right here. So if we hit the visit, that's the unloading place for it. Now we will buy this production chain. Now we have this, which we can then put our milk into, and then we can put it into pallets to then, well, we'll either make butter or cheese depending on which one we want to indeed do, or we could just do both. It's kind of just up to it. Depends on which one will sell for the highest price or which one will boost the most. But, so, I'll be back once we have some milk, and well, I'll see you once we got some milk. See ya then. So also, another thing that you can do with animals is that you can sell them. So like our roosters, they actually aren't populating like I thought they did. They just give you money from age. No, not those chickens. We'll get rid of all of our roosters. Now we'll get some money from them back. But also, for our cows, we finally got some milk because they've matured. And so, I can show you that. Oh, it'll show me on this menu. If we go in here, you can see that we have basically 5,000 liters of milk. And then we also have 14,000 liters of slurry. But so, the slurry we will just go off to sell, but the milk, like I said earlier, we can move on to the dairy. So I don't want to really deal with automatically selling these and doing stuff with them. But so I'm just going to put them to selling like with the greenhouse just because then I don't need to bring a truck over. So we can do either butter or cheese, whichever one we want. But if we fill this all on up, so if we get this trailer out, then if we bring it over to our dairy, we will be able to then make either butter or cheese.
I get lost inside my thoughts, and when I start to think, oh, the Tahoe closest starts to end up on the brink. I tried so hard, but all these scars, they cut so deep I bleed. I fell so fast from heaven, it's like someone clipped my wings. Now I'm falling, and I can't see the ground. Can we stop this gravity? It keeps bringing me down. I can't breathe and I don't wanna die. Can we stop this gravity? 'Cause I don't wanna say goodbye.
Okay, so now if we dump our milk into here, while that's going in, if we go to our production chain tab, just turn on butter and cheese just because they only take milk, and like chocolate where it takes milk and sugar, and then once we get a pallet they'll just sell, so this way I don't need to do anything. so I am delivering slurry. That's basically it for the cows. Chickens, it's like the sheep, just eggs. We don't have something to go on to except for bakery, but of course that has cakes and that involves a whole lot of other stuff that we don't have, won't have in this series probably. But so the eggs I'll just sell normally, like I would do with the wool if I didn't have berries to pass it on to. But so I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and bye!